Hey everybody, hope you're having a good day today. This is Andy's free guitar chart videos, and welcome to my YouTube subscribers and my Facebook group friends for the Andy's free guitar chart videos Facebook group, which you can check the link below for the URL put together and view the videos in their entirety, and also um, the charts can be uh, kind of downloaded at reduced resolution but still legible. And if you watch the videos, I'll be zooming in on whatever we need to focus on in today's lesson. And speaking of today's lesson, we have here chart 255, string shapes for major, minor, half diminished, diatonic, pentatonic, and tritonic or triad. You know, triad. Triad. Root 3/5, and other triads we're going to be talking about. Modal, scales, chords, and arpeggios. Cage bound for cage bound and long caged. Okay, now that's an interesting statement. Cage bound and long caged. We're going to find out that we have long patterns that we can add to the short patterns, so they kind of stack up. Let's look over here for a minute and look at the long patterns here. So if you look at this is it. The major diatonic long pattern. If I pick up the guitar and start playing it, we're only going to get about 6 strings up this. It's about halfway up this thing. But I want you to look at, we have the long patterns on the bottom. AXL, RXL, and 4XL. I mean, XL stands for extra long. Okay? And then we have the short patterns, but the 4XL contains the short A pattern within it. So we got the 5/6 is the A short pattern, and the 7/2 is the E, the C, the G, and the D. And then we can go back into the long pattern if we happen to start on the G. So each one of these 5 cage shapes here, we can start the pattern from there, and this will play anywhere. This will play anywhere because the pattern goes off to my right. It goes off to the right here. Okay, arrow, right. We got an arrow. I think we have an arrow here. The pattern goes off to the right, like that. Whoa, that's a serious arrow. That arrow can go anywhere. Okay, so that's the long pattern. All right, I can't leave the drawing tool up because it doesn't follow the actual image size, so it'll still be the same arrow there. That can be used to our advantage sometimes. So our long pattern is going to follow a special string circle. The short pattern follows the string shaped circle here, and the string shapes are just over here. I've got it written right here. The string shapes, okay, are the bottom string of the cage shapes. So here we have our cage shapes. This is just, let's just look at a part of the fretboard there so we're not jumping all over the chart. Because this is what I was talking about. If you watch the videos, I'm going to zoom in on the charts and you'll be able to read and see what's going on. You know, you get the whole chart, you have to have full resolution charts. I have them, and sometime in the near future I'll be possibly putting them up on eBay for a small price, having to do with how expensive it is for me to get them to you, and then a little bit of money so that I can sustain myself without having to I guess wash dishes full time. Which is no fun. It's no fun. It's a split shift. Sometimes they send you home for an hour and a half, and You know, it sometimes it's just as bad as working a straight 8 in the next city, which is a big tussle on the highway. Anyway, and with driving these days, I don't know if it's gotten any better over the years. I don't think it has, you know. So, um, but I'm a good driver. I mean, I've never got in a wreck or anything like that. So, I'm a fairly cautious driver. So that's kind of the way I learned guitar. I don't know if it's the way I teach guitar. So right here, let's get back to the lesson here. Sorry for my digression. So this is a part of the fretboard. Here's the C cage. Okay. So if we look at, let me move a muscle and change the thought here. Um, if I put the capo right here, I had to see if I was putting it on there not straight. I thought it was straight. Excuse me. But by the way, I'm not going to take a cough suppressant this morning. I'm tired. I had to take one last night because my neighbor had a little, a little cozy fire, for Veterans Day or whatever, and so I don't want to overdo it with those things either. So, excuse me if I do a little dust coughing. We look at the C shape here. So you can wrap your head around. This is the shape of the C. If you have a friend and you go like this, so you play a C like this, he sees you doing that long chord. You see this long fingered thing, and you believe if they tell you it's a C, you believe it's a C. So that's the C shape, and the C string shape is just the bottom string scale fragment on the C cage diatonic, which is actually here. So it's here, up here too. I mean, I have it indicated, but it's actually a Phrygian scale fragment. It's 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's the C string shape, and on the fretboard they go in fifths going to the right with these tripentatonic cages here. Okay, so if we look at the first three strings, we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, and indeed the 3, 4, 5 here is our Phrygian scale if we started it there. Okay, and that's supposed to be a green string. It's starting to wear off. I'll have to laminate them. They don't sell the lamination sheets locally, so I have kind of, got a little discouraged on that. And we have the G, the fourth of C is the fifth of C is the G string shape. So we give the string shapes their own letter. So here is 3, 4, 5 is just C. The A string shape is 5, 6. The G string shape is 6, 7 root. The E string shape is 7 root 2. And the D string shape's 2, 3, 4. And back to C again. And they're interlocked by the C is interlocked with the A by the 5. I have that over here, way over here. So the C is interlocked with the A by the 5. The A is interlocked with the G by the 6. So C is 3, 4, 5. A is 5, 6. G is 6, 7 root. Okay, and E is 7 root 2. And D is 2, 3, 4. And you can see how they share those notes in the caged circle, C, A, G, E, D. If we skip every caged letter, it goes in fifths, so it's C goes to G. Okay.